So definitely communication was there most of the time. Um, I think we're pretty supportive of each other along the way. I like to hope we were. Um,
Yeah, I agree. I think we did achieve this at some level. Like the communication was definitely good. There was definitely encouragement there. You're like, you're super busy, you've got a lot going on, don't worry about it. Just do what you can when you can, or when you wanted me to send you something and vice versa, or we openly asked for feedback, we replied to that. I
yeah,
think like weekends we have been able to meet up when we wanted to. We just didn't because we agreed to once a month initially. Until now, we didn't plan to do it more often, but we always had it
yeah.
open. We always could if we wanted to.
It's also been, the reflective bit has been a challenge a bit as well. We've both reflected individually, I think.
Yeah,
And I think we've probably done that right the way through the project, but it's been a little bit more difficult. Again, having those meetings more often would have
yeah,
allowed us that time to be more reflective on what each other were doing as
yeah.
well.
I think you definitely did that. You definitely explored more and you tried more things. Definitely went abstract, trying to play with sound, which is new for both of us. But neither of
Yeah.
us are used to working from sound based and figure out how to work towards it. And you went with balancing a little bit more what I did early on.
Yeah.
I started that later than what you did. And but yeah,
Yeah. No, I agree. I think I went into it with trying to be as open minded as I could. A lot of what I've done, it has been influenced by either you or other artists or the music, which is something that, OCA I've not done before. So
yeah.
I've enjoyed it as well.
But my newest thing was, like I was saying, taking your sounds or your work and mine and combining them and then keep building and building and building. So I feel I've done more chains. I've
Yeah.
done work which is more related to the last thing and a more evolved version each time
Hmm.
I've gone back to it. So I think that's my newness and explorative for me in this unit. Rather than it being
Yeah.
materials, it's been continuing trying to evolve the idea in different ways.
Yeah. So, you know, I think we kind of we got there.
Yeah, I think we achieved this aim. I think we achieved
Yeah.
this aim. I think from looking at your work and how you've spoken about it, you've definitely done that. You tried completely new stuff and you've returned to it a few times to try it in new ways. And again, for myself, I don't think my only risk taking I think I've done is playing with the sounds in the audio, overlapping sounds, playing with fading in, fading out, combining completely different sounds that wouldn't normally go together.
But I do feel that we have both embraced risk taking and we have experimented.
Yeah,
Um, you know, Even starting from, I know that you've done a little bit of that at school before, but you know, working to music is not something that we've done as part of the course before. And trying to take it on further for you than initial mark making that you would do at school is a bit of a push actually.
yeah.
um and that's what you've done. You've taken it from, you've got the song that you're listening to, and then you've taken it on and on and on, which isn't something you've done before. But there's definitely, I think we've pushed our boundaries quite a lot,
Yeah, personally,
really.
we've gone
Yeah.
through each of us have had our own personal journeys to try and
Yeah.
overcome during this, and it's had its moments and it's had its effects. So I think, yeah, I think again, we have had to an extent definitely achieved this. But yeah, Wendy?
Personally, I think I've done that. I think I'm not sure I've necessarily come across something that I'm going to use forever and ever, and it's going to be my new style or anything. But I've certainly learn quite a lot of new techniques and, different ways of working.
Yes, I do work better going from a little bit of research, a little bit of planning, a little bit of reading around stuff before I start making. I can't say what kind of artist I am, but I am starting to see that yes, I often have some kind of narrative in my work. I want people to look at my art and ask themselves a little bit about it in some way. That's something I would like more of.